Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 50 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with Mental at number 39. It's actually something that we didn't do yesterday, but it rose higher, in the midst of 24 hours. Anyway, we're going to start with Mental, followed by Kronos, Paul, Algo, Foul, Render, Cast, Gate, and with Arbitrum at number 50. Let's get straight into it. Mental against USD. We have a target fresh out of the oven for you at 62 cents. So right now we're at 72, another 10 cents more towards the downside. I still expect Mental to hit 62 cents first before re-evaluating the direction. Because Mental, if you look very carefully, right, we could be completing a very nice squeeze here, right, before breakout. So, yeah, could we? Yes, no? So we'll see how it goes first, though. For me, I suspect that something like this could actually happen. But anyway, for the short term, right, we're expecting Mental to drop towards 62 cents. Why 62 cents? Because there's a noisy area over here. So that's Mental for you. VeChain against BTC. Here we are. Anything? Sorry. We just did VeChain. We're going to move on with Kronos against USD. Here we are for Kronos. Kronos is not doing too well. We're under the skinny pink line. So more downside is to be expected for Kronos. But if Kronos drops lower, how much lower are we going to go? My guess is 6 cents. Right now we're at 8 cents. I still think that this is a bearish continuation. We could still see a rally though towards the skinny pink line. I would expect it to be a resistance as it bounces back towards 6 cents. So technically, it's bearish. So I would stay safe. Paul. Okay, there's nothing much for us to do for Paul because Paul just keeps going lower and lower. Right. Of course, we can count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But is this the end? Right. We see a hammer over here, but we went below the hammer. There was another hammer that appeared over here. We went below it. There's another hammer-like candlestick. Where's the bottom? We are not too sure. Right. If you look at Matic, right, against USD on crypto, because Paul is Matic. This is where Matic is, right? The biggest noisy area is over here. I don't think we're going to drop this low anymore. For me, I suspect that Matic might still drop a little bit lower. How much lower? Maybe close to 22 cents. Right now we're at 24, maybe just a little bit lower. And after that, potentially a reversal, right? We might even breach 20 cents first before reversing. I suspect that we are in very deep discount territory. So what I mean by that is, if you look at the previous down waves, right, that has come for Matic, right? For example, here, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, extreme discount up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1. This whole thing is actually a 2. 3. Again, there could be a 4. And then, yeah, again, we are very close to the bottom though. Very, very close to the bottom, right? If you were to ask me at what stage are we, I would say probably, here, right? Could be this, right? So this is kind of where we are, to be honest. It's kind of where we are. So I still expect Matic to drop just a little bit lower here, past 20 cents maybe, or somewhere above 20 cents. Right, so yeah, there you go. Matic still has a little bit more downside. Algo run, Algo against USD. Here we are for Algo. Algo is touching a skinny pink line again. You can also count kind of 5 waves towards the downside, but again, just nothing much for us to work with. So and we're also touching the skinny pink line, something which I don't really like. But we could see a big bounce from here, right, as we continue higher. So yeah, again, we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes for Algo run. Filecoin is very, very disappointing because it just keeps losing dominance against BTC. It's just down. No signs of a bullish reversal. Against USD, Filecoin is potentially gonna form a new all-time low, which I don't really like. I think Filecoin has huge potential, and I would appreciate it if Filecoin doesn't drop. But I think it will. Reason being, this is a 1, 2, 3. This looks to me like a 4, right? If this is a 2, this is a 4. Very likely another one down, right? Taking out these lows, going to a new all-time low, potentially sub $2. maybe after we hit sub $2, there could be a reversal. I mean, of course, I could be wrong and we could be reversing from here. But as it stands, I still feel that, yeah, I mean, it's quite clear that this is a very likely 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one down 5. So I would preach caution about rushing here. I mean, you could, but I mean, I feel like Filecoin is a solid project. It's just that technical wise is not really looking too good. So yeah, I mean, this whole thing could be a very, very big, right? Even if it were to drop to $2, this could be a very big inverse head and shoulders, right? As it eventually breaks back higher, right? It could be like 50 plus, 50, 60 bucks. So if you could get it as low as possible, of course, the profit will be even higher. Probably 10x, right? Probably above 10x if you can get it low. Yeah, again, but I still feel that potentially a little bit more downside for Filecoin. Render against USD. Here we are for Render. We have a target fresh out of the oven for Render. We're expecting 250 to be hit. One thing about Render is it's clearly under the skinny pink line. We've already taken out these lows. We're in some sort of a consolidation, so a little bit more downside. Even if you were to rally, right, I would expect the skinny pink line to act as a resistance as Render continues lower to 250. Right? Why would it be, you know, an area of interest? Right? Again, noisy area over here. So my assumption is 250. Of course, we could clear these classes of cells, right? But I still would expect 250 to be breached eventually. Sure, we could go $2, but yeah, 250 from here. You know, we could rally, but I still think that we're going to be hitting 250. We were actually holding out for Render to do something like this, like what we saw in Mental, right? We're getting lower highs and higher lows. Once you get lower highs, right, and lower lows, this is a bearish trend. So the trend is still bearish, and we're gonna remain with a bearish bias for Render. Kaspa, we have two targets, clear two targets towards the downside at sub 6 cents, 5.8, and 4 cents. Right now we're at 7.4 cents, so I would expect us to hit T1, and after that T2. Again, over here, it's a very noisy area. So more likely than not, we should be hitting these two areas. Could we overachieve our targets and go past 4 cents? Of course. Clear these clusters of cells here, dropping to like maybe 3 cents. Of course. This is a very, very, very big head and shoulders. Very, very big left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So this is something which we anticipated way back in 2024. And yeah, we're getting it head and shoulders. We're dropping lower, 6 cents and 4 cents. I mean, of course, if things start turning very bullishly right towards the upside, then sure, of course, we may just hit target number 1. But I'm still expecting bearishness to come for Kaspa and probably to clear this cluster of cells. Right, we actually rose to hit resistance, bounce back down. Right, there could be a mountain range in the making though. Right, there could be some whale shenanigans. We could go a little bit higher, clear these clusters of buys, come back down. This holding could be a descending, dropping even lower, right, in preparation for potentially 4 cents. So it all depends upon BTC. If BTC starts rising, right, very likely we'll see a rally for Kaspa as well. Ready to where? Yeah, probably still under the skinny pink line, you know. This could be an extended kind of a consolidation. But I'm still expecting bearishness for Kaspa, so I would preach caution. Gate token, Gate against USD. Here we are for Gate. Okay, so Gate, we have a target here, $28. Gate is in some sort of a squeeze over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, a symmetrical triangle has appeared for Gate. So we're expecting it to rally towards $28. We're at 21. And you know, BTC has been kind of ranging, and to be honest, Gate is also ranging, and we're actually in a consolidation. This is a bullish continuation chart pattern. A symmetrical triangle is a bullish continuation chart pattern. If the previous trend is bullish, the preceding trend will be bullish as well. But again, we could be very close to the end of the run for Gate at, you know, 28. I'm not too sure if we're going to be breaking into $30. We could, but 28 is where you get off. Is where I will probably get off. Like for Bitcoin, right, you were saying that 96,000 is the target, and Bitcoin actually dropped to 70,000. Sure, after we hit 96,000, we went past it a little bit, and after that, we started reversing. So, okay, let me just give you some perspective. We were expecting, 96,000. So this was the target that we had, right? It rose all the way to almost 110. And then here is where Bitcoin is at the moment. So yeah, again, the target that we have for okay, so the target that we have for gate could be also doing something like this. I mean, of course, we could go past 30, but I still would expect a reversal and then potentially a head and shoulders as we drop lower. But anyway, we could also hit $28, consolidate, and continue higher, you see. We're still above the skinny pink line. The trend is still largely bullish. So we're going to continue the bullish trend towards $28 for gate token. Right. This is a big squeeze and a big breakout. Right. Lower highs, higher lows. Right. Higher lows, squeeze. And then once it breaks out, bam, it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. So this is the technical side of gate token. Arbitrum. Okay, ARB against BTC. Here we are for Arbitrum. Arbitrum is still very disappointing under the skinny pink line. I think it's just highly overvalued, right? Not to say Arbitrum is not a good project, but it's overvalued. ARB USDT is also down, new all-time lows. No clear signs of a reversal. This was a noisy area. We were expecting it to hold, but it didn't. And so it went past it. So the moment you take out these lows, you want to be very careful because we could also be getting a bearish continuation chart pattern as we head lower, right? This whole thing could be a 1, 2, 3, whole thing is a 4, down for 5, pulling us down to potentially 30 cents. So it's not too good, boys and girls. It's just not too good. I would preach caution about rushing into a trade too soon for Arbitrum. I still think that eventually Arbitrum will complete this. My assumption is a wave A. Eventually, we'll be expecting a B to appear, right? So we'll just look at the skinny pink line. As long as we're under it, we remain for bearish bias. We'll wait for however low is gonna go, and then once we see sideways action, then yeah, we will anticipate the potential rally towards the upside, the potential trend change. See, as the skinny pink line comes down. So this might be several months in the making. Several months, it could be a year or two, but I don't think it's going to be reversing back up so fast. So again, as long as we're under the skinny pink line, it's a bearish trend. Alright, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!